It's the season of giving, when wish lists, realistic or not, are written with good intentions, and family, friends and acquaintances meet to eat and spread some good cheer. But while you have fun and enjoy the excitement, don't drop your guard. Stick around for some tips on how to watch your back this Yuletide season. Also in the half hour, wholesome choices you can make for the little ones. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Those features and more are coming your way in a few minutes.
I needed help to expand my business, but the banks only wanted to be up in my business. The high interest rates were killing my business. They never really business with my business.
At the Exim Bank, we have your business needs covered. Our application process is easy, and we provide loans at competitive rates for the productive sector. From renewable energy projects and working capital to plant upgrades or expansion and export financing. Come in and talk to us today. The Exim Bank. On the road to success, you are going to want us in your business.
Good day, I'm Samantha Allen, and this is your JIS News for Friday, December 13. Government is taking yet another step in its efforts to conserve energy usage within the public sector. A contract valued at approximately $3 million was signed on Thursday for the supply and installation of energy-efficient air conditioning equipment in some government offices.
We recognize that the government has to lead the way in terms of the greater utilization of renewables, but more so on our energy conservation and efficiency program.
The project is being funded by the Inter-American Development Bank, the IDB, and has been awarded to Geddes Refrigeration Limited. Minister Paul Well has urged them to stick to the budget and the projected timeline for implementation. More than 200,000 residents across the Portmore municipality are to benefit from improved sewage facilities. A contract was signed on Thursday for work to start on the $2.3 billion Portmore sewage project. The improvement work is to be undertaken over 3.5 years. It involves the decommissioning of the 5 existing wastewater treatment plants which are in advanced stages of disrepair. They will be converted into transfer pumping stations for the delivery of effluent to the Soapberry wastewater treatment plant in St. Catherine.
It has long been recognized that adequate supplies of potable water and efficient waste management and sanitation strategies are critical inputs for business and investment creation. Indeed, this contract also represents our commitment to the continued economic growth of Portmore and its environs, and an improvement in the standard of living for its residents.
The project is being funded from proceeds under the National Water Commission's K-Factor program. Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips says labor market reform is critical to social stability and economic growth. Speaking at a recent labor market forum, Dr. Phillips said that without a reform of the labor market, Jamaicans would continue to seek jobs in foreign countries, thereby increasing brain drain. He also insisted that the reform process was critical to social stability.
If we are to restore order, an essential part of the solution is going to involve creating an environment where we can put more and more persons to work. We cannot sustain for very long a society where too many people live outside the ambit of modern work experience.
The Jamaica Customs Agency, the JCA, has surpassed the Ministry of Finance and Planning's October 2013 target set for the agency. In a release, Customs reported gross collections of $11.1 billion. That's a 2.1% or $226 million increase over the $10.9 billion target. The Jamaica Customs Agency's net collections of $11 billion also surpassed the Finance Ministry's target by $143 million. Year to date, the agency has collected approximately $77.1 billion. And finally, the local memorial service for the late former South African President Nelson Mandela was held on Thursday at the University of the West Indies, Muna Chapel. The service saw an outpouring of government officials, dignitaries and members of the public. Dr. Peter Phillips, acting on behalf of the Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller, read the first lesson, while opposition leader Andrew Holness read the second lesson. In his tribute, former Prime Minister P.J. Patterson spoke glowingly of Mandela, who had long ties with Jamaica.
His actions demonstrated the importance of the unity of words and practice. He was a beacon for reconciliation and a fountain of magnanimity. As he said in his inaugural speech, he enabled both black and white to walk tall, assured of their inalienable right to human dignity, a rainbow nation at peace with itself and the world.
Meanwhile, South African High Commissioner Matthew Joyini expressed sincere gratitude to Jamaica on behalf of the people of South Africa.
Jamaica played a significant role in the struggle against apartheid, not only in South Africa, but in the region. It is a role that South Africa does not take lightly and shall never forget. At this moment, as we mourn the departure of our beloved Madiba, we are comforted by this special friendship between our two countries.
The Ministry of Youth and Culture has planned a tribute to Mandela for the Ranny Williams Entertainment Center on Saturday. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Samantha Allen. Thanks for watching.
Freedom fighter extraordinaire, a statesman of impeccable character. The Jamaica Information Service salutes the late great Nelson Mandela.
Never again shall the scourge of racial tyranny raise its ugly head.
I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear.
A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination.
If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart.
I have cherished the idea of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony.
The world has lost a courageous fighter, an enlightened leader, a quintessential statesman. His life will inspire countless generations, and his illustrious legacy will endure.
And you can pay your respects to Nelson Mandela by participating in a special tribute to him this Saturday at the Ranny Williams Entertainment Center, 36 Hope Road, St. Andrew. Come out for an evening of music, dance and poetry from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. That's a special tribute to Nelson Mandela this Saturday, December 14, from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. at the Ranny Williams Entertainment Center.
For many Jamaicans, the Christmas season is a time for jollification. Persons spreading the Christmas cheer to just about everyone they meet. But while you celebrate, there are others who plan to use the festivities as cover to create mayhem. Here's how you can thwart those plans.
It's a recurring situation, especially at this time of the year, the Christmas season.
How much can you steal, lady? Thief! 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 Right.
Okay, so maybe things wouldn't exactly play out like either of those situations, but the issue is real enough, and that's why the police have increased the number of patrols on the nation's streets.
We even empty out the police academy to get the new recruits out there, so we have high visibility, what we call public reassurance policing, that the people walk about, they can see police officers.
They have one strategic objective:
to serve, protect, and reassure.
Statistics indicate that during the holiday period, there's a significant increase in major crimes. The police, with their limited resources, are using every bit of muscle energy to combat the problem.
They're interacting in a non-confrontational situation, and people look around and say, yeah, I feel safe, the cops are about here. It's good for crime prevention, because the bad guys also see the police officer walking around.
But you also have a role to play. A headache is not needed when contemplating how to stay safe at your home. There is something called crime prevention through environmental design. Big term, but it's simple. You can begin by trimming excess bushes, installing security lights, or installing a security system from a reputable company. While you're at it, ask yourself this question.
If I lost my keys, will I be able to get back into my home? Aha! I can just open the back window. That means an intruder can also get in. I've got to fix that.
On top of that, you need to ensure that you lock all windows, doors, and grills before you leave home. Ask a trusted neighbor to keep an eye on your home whenever you are out, but make sure you don't publicize your plans too much. Tell only those who need to know.
I need to stop hiding my keys under the mat and under the shell at my doorway. Nobody does that anymore. Wow, I've got a lot of catching up to do.
Likewise, make sure you have your keys ready as you approach your home. This way, you don't have to fumble in bags or pockets in search of them.
If you want a free crime prevention survey, police officers in the community safety branches throughout the country will be happy to come along, look at your home and tell you what crime prevention measures you might want to take to improve your security.
Believe it or not, there is also theft in the workplace, so you have to take precautions there too. Don't leave your handbags on desks with large sums of money exposed. Always put valuables in your designated drawer and keep it locked. Never assume a stranger wandering through a building is a member of staff.
Hi.
Challenge them with a simple,
May I help you? Okay, so let's go ahead.
Also, never allow anyone to remove office equipment without approval. As for the disclosure of information, regardless of how important the request seems, do not give any confidential information without receiving approval. That is definitely a no-no.
Do not be complacent.
You make it easier for pickpockets to sneak up and snatch any item that is catchy to the eye. And if you're being followed, cross the street to the other side. If the follower crosses as well, cross again. Remember though, walk facing the oncoming traffic. And if you're out shopping, keep your money in a secure location. Ladies, guard your handbags. And men, secure your wallets. Point of information to the men. Your back pocket is not the safest place for your wallet. When using the ATM, don't exit with the money in hand. Put it in a safe place. The money in your hand is like honey to a nearby bee or thief. What about if you're in a bus? That's a no-no. You might very well wake up and realize that your valuable possessions have disappeared, almost like a magic trick. As for the drivers,
use the main roads. Don't use little shortcuts through areas that may be a bit dodgy or you don't know very well. Okay?
You're also reminded to lock your car doors after entering the vehicle and keep valuables out of the public's view. So in the previous segment, you learned how to watch your back, whether you're at home, on the streets, or even in the office. But what if you try all that and more and still come face to face with your attacker? You resort to this.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning.
All right, as someone who holds in your waist, right? Chances are he's a very strong person. So don't try and resist because he's very strong, right? Your arms are free. So what to do? Strike to a vulnerable area. Ladies especially, strike to the throat. Very vulnerable. Strong either to the throat here, or make a fist and punch directly in the throat. Right? Very effective. Or strike nose bridge here. Driving the cartilage up. Very dangerous. Don't care how big the guy is, how strong he is. Hit him in the throat, he will go down.
And if someone should grab you by the throat, tuck down, turn away, then strike them across the face.
Don't do this, right? See? Might not work. Your arms are free. So you strike him, okay, see? Both arms occupied. So you strike him throat again, or even both ears. BAM! Here. Very effective. Then afterwards now you bring him up in the groin or in the face. Knees and elbows are very effective and potent weapons.
What if they want your keys? Don't give it to them. Throw it away, they'll get distracted. And then you run. And if you're approached from behind with a knife?
This way. Away. Is it? Go. So, slight glance this way. Don't go this way. Go this way. Knife, so you can see him across this way. So, you go slow motion like this way. Make sure you control it at all times. You control it. Control, right? Control at all times. Right? He will go down. Right? Right? You control. And if you get it, go as fast as you can. Lift the heel high up and strike down in his instep on his toes. Hard. BAM! Okay? Triangle. Hard to get through, right? Boxers do it. Right? You lock up. Protect, right? Like this. So, attack. 1, 2, right? Lock up. They can use your knee. Right? Don't want to go in the stance like it's in the movies. I recommend it, right? But if you're cornered, can't go anywhere, you tuck your head down, both fists over, elbow out, and you lock up. Lock up, right? Go. See? Right? Lock up. And then you can strike back using your elbows. Elbows, very effective. I believe in elbows a lot. Elbows, plexus, elbows, throat, elbows, back of the neck, elbows, across the face, elbow, right? Elbows are very strong.
So the aim is to keep safe during the holiday season. Be alert. Be in the know.
All this happens while the world is waiting for one child. Black, white, yellow, brown, no one knows, but a child who will grow up and turn tears to laughter, pain to joy, hate to love, and everyone to everyone's neighbor. And the misery and suffering are